Huh? That's super weird. Hello. Uh, guess we're just gonna try again. Blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Let's just skip through everything super fast. We're kicking off. Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson. 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 491 yards, 46 for 71. The rush on the first play goes for big yards. First down. It's when they fake the run, hit the pass, down at the 25. Picked off by Menard. An early pick. We saw it coming. This is the same, similar. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 439 yards, 27 for 31. Josh Burns is having a season so far. A steady season, and they're 2-0. Drops back to pass, complete to Boss. Danny Boss. 9 receptions, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns last week. Somehow. Dropping back to Maynard. That's down at the 50. Drops back again. Rolls right. Sliding down at the 42. It's a rush at 9 yards. This one to the tight end. Up the seam again. Down at the 23. So they're moving on Miami. This one to Danny Boss. Complete. This one to Maynard in the end zone. Touchdown. St. Louis. his first of the day. And the extra point is good. No, it's 7-0, St. Louis in St. Louis. The kickoff underway as the Finns look to just get back into the game. Two rushes for 12 yards. Second and 9 turns into 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down for Miami. They need this. They really need it. Bombing it to the end zone. He was wide open, but he didn't catch it. Should have been a touchdown. But he just drops the ball. That was another play where our guy was just randomly not covering where he should. Let's just waste time now. To Harris. 1 rush, 2 yards for Damian Harris. This one to Harris, who breaks free. First down at the 36. Giving it back to him for another first down up over the 50. Throwing it to Danny Boss. Complete. That's going to be the end of the first. Going into the second, it's 7-0, St. Louis. Hands it to Harris. First down. Fakes the handoff to Maynard. Down at the 15. Hands it off to Harris. He gets it to the 12. They're going to hand it to him again. It's just going to fall to the 9 for 50 yards now. It's 3rd and 4. They hand it to him again, and he doesn't get there. Touch down on 4th down to Danny Boss. Through the air, they had to get it. Extra point. Looks good. And it is. Touchback. Down at the 30. 2nd and 5. A little run turns into a big run down at the 46. Third and 5. And it's incomplete. Oh, they're punting. So an early third mistake for Miami. It is not looking good for Miami. Although they do get them down to 2. They pin them down to the 2 with a perfect punt. Harris gonna bring it out. 6 yards. And again, a couple yards. 1. 2-minute warning in the first half. It's 14-0. 3rd and 1. I don't think he got it. There's a chance to go for it all. To Maynard. Big money. Rushing down the field. 10, 5. Down at the 1. Down at the 1. So to get it all the way there. And then they dink and dunk it to Boss for the touchdown. It's 21-0 now. With the extra point. Throws on the run. They gotta call a timeout. That's all the time that they're gonna get in this half. Oh, almost picked off again by Bernard. 2nd and 10 with 21 seconds left. And their final timeout. They might be in field goal range. They definitely are now, but time is going to tick away on them. Yep, they tried to set up a field goal, but they could not get it off on time. That's the end of the first half. Let's go to the second half after halftime. We can take a look around the league. In your favorite state of wherever the heck that is, Denver, Colorado. They're losing 21-0 to the Jets going into the half, just like our game. In Arizona, they are winning 10-0 going into half. They're 0-2, trying to get their first win. Kind of like the Brooklyn Barons in the last game. In New York, Dallas is losing big time to the Giants to go 0-3. The Giants are 2-1 now. So the poor Cowboys just getting beat up on. In our game, it's 21-0, and Miami's getting beat up on. The game is basically over. Because St. Louis gets the ball, and they're going to waste quite a bit of time on this possession, is what I would guess. And Burns is having a perfect game. Little run for 4 yards. Followed up by another run of less. Or 5 or so. Third and 3, it turns into a first down. But Goldman is hurt. And it's a horrible time to get hurt because it stops the clock. So 14 rush for 82 yards. Gonna substitute Goldman. Second and 3. Gets the first and then some. And the third quarter's dwindling now. Dwindling. As on this play, they reach the 50-yard line. Oof. Otto's hurt now. Bad time to get hurt, of course. So 3rd and 2 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third. They're going to hand it to Harris, who's got a first down and then some. 97 yards on 17 rushes. Harris cuts left. I think he got a first down. So the third quarter's almost gone. A little run for 4. Could be one of the last plays of the third quarter. As he does get the first down. And I think that got us there. We're going into the fourth at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. We're going into the fourth quarter. St. Louis is up 21-0. Big goose egg for Miami so far. It's maybe a shutout. Would be big time, actually. First and 10 turns into 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 on the run is going to turn into 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 5. Third and 5 turns into a 4th and 3 or 4th and 2. So they're not just going to give it to them. They're going to force them. So with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on 4th and 2, they run the ball and they might not have got it. They did get it. First down. So Miami struggles. On 1st and 10, a big little run. Gonna make it 2nd and 5. Now Spittle's in. And he's down to the 1-yard line with a 10-yard run. And Damian Harris is back in on the 1. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Touchdown. St. Louis Patriots. Damian Harris gets his 6th touchdown on the season in only the 3rd game. Averaging 2 touchdowns a game. So let's see if they can hold on. If they can stop them one more time, it'll be a shutout. Which is just what they need. The St. Louis Patriots can't afford to lose one game. If they lose one game, they're not going to look like they can beat the Oilers and take the momentum from Juge. So 1st and 10. It's going to be picked off by Brooks. And that's going to be the game, most likely. Interception. And Josh Burns is having a perfect game out here. 10 for 10, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. We're just going to keep him like that. Because you don't get a better game than that. And Damian Harris is going to take the rest of these reps. There's the 2-minute warning. We're about to see timeouts. And the end of the game, it's 0-28 St. Louis. Harris is up to 150 yards on the next run if he can get it. And he barely does, probably. Yep, 151 yards on 29 rushes so far. And this is probably going to be the last run of the game. Make it 2nd and 6 is 3rd and 1 with 30 seconds left in the game. And a 60-yard field goal is what they're lining up for. 59 yards. It's off. And it's good. A long field goal to make it 31-0 in the final seconds. So pitching a shutout in Dipsey Madden doesn't happen all the time. 31-0. St. Louis is evil. They are the Patriots. They gotta have some of that Brady-like energy. We won in every category. 2 takeaways, 8.3 average yards per play, 175 rushing yards, 186 passing yards with a box score of 31-0. And a quarterback with a perfect 100% completion rating, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. You can't play a better game than that. Cannot play a better game than that. St. Louis. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. The audio didn't work in the last one. So there's no picked off or this one it was. I hope. Makes it a little more entertaining. And there was a shutout. A shutout, I tell you. And that don't happen very often. The next game is going to be Seattle at Cincinnati. They're both 1-1. Two people are watching. Thank you to the two people watching. I know I'm one of them. Until next time.